And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday. We made it. And welcome to Casual Coffee with Ken, a special Ken in the Kitchen episode. So thank you for joining me. Hope everybody's week has been going well. I'm glad it's the weekend. And for any of us who still have day jobs, for some of us, it's a 3-day weekend. So fantastic. It's very good. It's good that, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that train of thought. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long week, but I'm still going to attempt to make something, even though I'm tired, and it's not made any better by the Benadryl, which I had to take because I was absolutely sneezing my head off today. And there's no way that would have been entertaining at all for anybody. Sneezing into the food as I cook it, probably not fun. Oh my gosh. So, I hope everyone's doing well. Today's recipe, I've never made a tuna melt before. I've obviously made grilled cheese. I don't know why I say obviously. I have no business being in the kitchen, so it's not obvious that I can do anything. So I have made grilled cheese before. It's grilled cheese. That's not that difficult. Never made a patty melt. And although I've eaten and enjoyed tuna melts before, never actually done one of my own. So, first time right here in front of you guys. Wish me luck. This, I think, is going to be a particularly fun recipe, though. Oh, good morning, Nancy. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope your week has been going well, and that your Friday morning is progressing smoothly. Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? For those of you who do have it as a 3-day weekend, let me know, and let me know what you're planning on doing. And okay, I see your message there, Nancy. I will go ahead and check that out after the show. Thank you for letting me know. That sounds fantastic. Okay, I am excited. That's very cool. I'm excited for you. Congratulations. I will definitely read your message after the show. So let's see here. So yeah, today attempting a patty melt. No, a tuna melt. There's no meat involved in this other than tuna, which isn't meat. It's fish. It's fish that's been processed, but it's still good. I love tuna. Tuna is one of my favorite things. A couple days ago on the show, I think I actually shared the story about how when I was a kid growing up, we were very poor, and my mom, my birth mom, Myrna, made tuna fish patties for meals, and that was just tuna fish with Ritz crackers, probably an egg in there to bind it up. I remember an egg, and I would soak them in lemon juice, and that was fine as far as I was concerned. That tasted amazing. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a tuna melt. Today it's going to be an aged cheddar jalapeno tuna melt with a Parmesan crust on the bread. Sounds good. I'm hopeful it's going to turn out good as well. If you're new here to the show, I can see your comments in my monitor. So if you're watching for the first time, say hi. Let me know where you're from. I love the fact that the internet just allows us to talk with so many people from everywhere. It's a great thing. Technology is a great thing. I love it. So say hi. Let me know how you're doing. And right now, I'm going to get started. So let's go over to the prep area. All right. So, amongst the things I will need, I'm going to be needing, obviously, the tuna. So, instead of using canned tuna, we've been getting these foil packets of tuna, and they're not quite the same. They're all low sodium. This is albacore, and the other two packs are just chunk light, and they're all in water, and they're all low sodium. So I'm going to take 3 of these packs, and we'll just going to kind of drain it over the sink. I realize these are expensive. You don't have to use the tuna in foil packs, obviously. Regular old canned tuna is what this recipe requires. And the original recipe that we took inspiration from, I will link to that for you after the show. You'll be able to see that. But it's probably from allrecipes.com because that's where I've been getting my recipes from lately. Get out of the bag. There we go. In the bowl. Wonderful. Drain this here. So yeah, tuna's great. I also love, as my cooking idol, Alton Brown loves, I love oily fish in the form of sardines. I love sardines. Love kippers. Love sardines. I just absolutely love it. Karina cannot stand the smell of sardines. So she actually bought me these really cool snacks that kind of quench my craving for salty fish, salty snacks. They're really good. If I remember, I'll show those to you after this. So, tuna. About the tuna. The other thing we're going to be doing here, and now I'm going to put gloves on just because I don't want my fingers to be smelling like onion later and everything else that's going into this. Okay, so I've got that, and now jalapeno. Okay, I need to get the rest of my ingredients out of the fridge. So there's the Parmesan, just the green can. We're going to be using Sargento aged white cheddar cheese. I'm just using lemon juice from a squeeze bottle. I'm using Vlasic dill relish. And the other ingredient in this is sliced pickled jalapeno peppers. And then, of course, mayonnaise. We, occasionally try to be healthy, so I got the Best Foods light mayonnaise. I really like the taste of this stuff. For those of you who don't like things like Miracle Whip, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you try the light Best Foods mayo, because it's actually pretty good. All right, so we'll move this out of the way for now. And let's go ahead. I'm supposed to chop up the jalapeno pepper. I think when they were talking about this recipe, they were probably talking about whole pickled jalapenos. These, however, are already sliced. Obviously, I don't, maybe not obviously, I don't want giant chunks of jalapeno necessarily. So I am going to kind of dice these up a little bit anyway. Me and my horrible knife skills. Oh, I love jalapenos. I love pepperoncinis. I don't mind heat anymore. I used to not be a a huge fan of heat. But I've grown to like it. We've been eating a lot more ramen style dishes over the last couple of years, and I've gradually been increasing my tolerance to heat. I guess more accurately, I like spice. I don't like heat. Heat that is just painful and doesn't actually bring flavor to the party. I can't stand it. I don't know why anybody would do that to themselves. I mean, there's a certain point where the heat is so hot that all you taste is pain. You don't really taste anything. You don't taste any of the other flavors. So, worst knife skills ever. Okay. I think that's probably enough jalapeno. So I'm going to move the jar over, lid back on there, and then we can just jalapeno. All right. What next? Good job, Phil. Jalapeno-y gloved hands. Don't do that. All right. 1 to 2 tablespoons of mayo. Okay, so tablespoons. Where's my measuring spoon? Moved my measuring spoon all the way over here because I was making tea earlier. So 1 to 2 tablespoons is probably actually going to be easier to just use the plunger. Love these things. Did I not open the mayonnaise? Do we have one that's open? I should check that before I open the brand new one. Nope, I am not seeing an open one, so okay. Well, you know what I'm doing today is fresh, don't you? Look at that. Okay. Should have done this before I put the gloves on, but, you know, it's okay. The lift and peel did not lift and or peel. So, there we go. Isn't it crazy how your nose doesn't itch until you're doing something with gloves on? That's dumb. I hate that. Oh, okay, so back to what we were doing. So we're going to put the, so it says 2 tablespoons. That's pretty close. I think that's pretty close. Okay, so we'll just put that in there. Get in the bowl. Yeah. Yeah. Get on the tuna there. Okay. That's good. So we got the tuna, we got the jalapeno, diced, half a teaspoon of relish. I can probably just eyeball the relish, right? I mean, so that's about half a teaspoon, I think, in the bowl. I'm excited about this. This smells good. And then gonna give it a squeeze of the squeezable lemon juice. That's squeeze. And in addition to this, that the original recipe does not have, that we have decided to add is a 1/4 teaspoon of lemon pepper. So let's try this. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of lemon pepper. What kind is this? McCormick. McCormick lemon pepper. Love McCormick stuff. All right, so there's 1/4 teaspoon. Get that bowl.
Small. The other addition that's not in the original
Recipe
is
is
the
1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Oh, I wish you could smell this. I love the smell of garlic.
Okay, got that.
So now I'm going to do a pinch of salt, which is probably equivalent to 3 grinds on this thing. There we go. And now, oh, you guys are in for a treat. You're going to watch Ken attempt to dice an onion. Because, you know. Okay, here we go. Here's the onion.
Let's see here. So let's try. Okay, so go about halfway down. Okay. I love purple onions. I love them. I think the first time I ever saw a purple onion was when I was a kid. Let's turn this around so I'm not cross-cutting that way. It was when I was a kid, and it was at Portishead's. I remember the first time that my dad took me to a Portishead's. It's probably about 5 or 6, maybe. Oh, I fell in love. I have loved Portishead's ever since. Walking in that Portishead's, the smell was amazing. Oh, here we go. Come on.
Yay! Not bad, Ken. Yes, not bad at all. Quite happy about that.
Oh, I see my friend Charles joining.
Good morning, Tuna Head right now. All right. Here we go.
So, I've got purple
onion into the bowl. Okay, cool. All right, so now we just gotta mix this all up. And then we'll have to try it, season it after we taste it. Love this recipe because I can actually taste it because there's not a raw egg in it. Ah, this smells absolutely great. Loving the smell of this. I think just from the feel of this, and again, I am not an expert. This is my first time ever making a tuna melt, but it feels a little loosey-goosey. I'm wondering if I add a little bit more mayo to that. Not a ton, but just a little bit more. Help it kind of come together more, I think. So Sean came in a little late. What I'm doing today is an aged white cheddar spicy tuna melt with Parmesan crusted bread. Okay, let me taste this. Mm. Oh, oh, this is good. I like that. Mm. I don't think I need to really add anything to that. Maybe a little more salt. I don't want to add too much salt though, because I think the cheese is also going to make it salty. Just a little more salt. But Karina and I are weird. We like a lot of salt on our food. I mean, we really like salt. I know. It's probably bad for me. Life is short. Enjoy your food. Oh, man. Okay. That part's good. Okay, so now I just have to
Start prepping
the bread. Okay. So now for this, I'm using sourdough. You obviously have to use sourdough. You can use whatever bread you want to use for this, but I think sourdough is going to lend a really good flavor to it because I love tangy things. I really do. That's I guess the noises I was making while enjoying tasting the tuna uh, were a bit interesting because Sean says, get a room. My friend Nancy here says, I'm starting prep for stuffed manicotti with fresh marinara sauce. That sounds amazing, Nancy. I love marinara. Like I said, I love tomato things. I love anything tangy. That's a real big key difference between Karina's palate and mine is that if it's vinegary, I love it. Love it. More vinegar, more better. And by the same token, tomatoes have that acidity to it, that tanginess that I really enjoy too. She's warmed up to tomatoes finally. So, all right, let's get the bread prepped here. So sorry for the mess. Trying to work clean, but you know how this goes. You know how it goes. Okay, so um, we really like this Francisco sourdough. There's this particular size of it we really like because one, it's really sourdough-y, right? Good sourdough flavor. But two, if you're trying to watch calories at all, this one it's 120 calories, right? But that's for two of these slices. Other types of sourdough I've seen are 120 calories for just one slice. So I think this is a good thing. Let me get a little plate here so I can properly prep the sourdough. Okay, move that out of the way. So now need to butter. I am using some softened Plugra salted butter. Plugra is really good. It's saltier than other butters, and again, we really like our salt, but it's a high butter fat butter. There's a lot of fatness in it, so it just tastes amazing. Okay, so according to Karina's directions, and again, this is not part of the original recipe, but according to Karina's directions, I'm supposed to butter one side of each piece of bread. She told me not to be stingy, so I'm trying not to be stingy. And there's, yeah, this despite using like low-calorie mayonnaise and lower-calorie sourdough bread, there's no way this is ever going to be confused with a healthy dish. And that's okay. Okay, so softened butter is so much easier. I have tried making grilled cheese with butter that I did not soften ahead of time, and that was not the most fun you could have. Okay, and so just with the cheese, we're just using the 3-cheese Kraft blend. And what we're supposed to do here is just kind of sprinkle the Parmesan on the butter. There we go. Kind of pat it in there so it sticks to the butter. And again, don't be stingy. It's supposed to be a good tasting sandwich, not a good for you sandwich. Melt the butter in the pan and then soak the bread in the butter. That would be a good way to do it too. And now just kind of dust off the excess, but we're going to flip these and then go ahead and butter the other side now. I wonder if that's going to get me a copyright strike now. Hopefully YouTube doesn't copyright strike me for humming a theme song for a long defunct game show. Can't even with YouTube and their stupid copyright things. Okay. You can tell I'm left-handed, can't you? Because obviously I'm using my left hand, but I tend to, when I'm buttering things, I start on the left side of that thing. So tends to be more butter on the left side of things that I'm buttering than on the right. All right, and there's no Parmesan on this side because it is, it's not the outside of it. You're looking yummy so far. Thank you. I hope it's going to be yummy.
Okay.
Okay, so now I just need to put some of the tuna mix that we made on one side here. And one of the things that drives me crazy about a lot of restaurant sandwiches is the ratios are off. They put way too much meat in some of them. Like there's this place here in town that serves an amazing pastrami sandwich, but it is so piled with pastrami that it's not any fun to try to eat it between 2 slices of bread. Okay. Let's do that. Just kind of fill in the edges there. I think it's always important to maintain good meat or, filling, whatever your filling is, to bread ratio. That's why there's a lot of burgers that I see on these shows on cooking channels and such that I just look at it and go, there's no way you're fitting that in your mouth, and everything's off. You're going to end up with way too much meat and not enough bun. And so I'm just going to stick a slice of this aged white cheddar from Sargento on here. Kind of spread it out a little. Try to fill in some of the gaps here. I mean, if it leaks out a little bit over at the side, I'm not going to complain, certainly.
Yeah, I do
I do love
cheddar.
Cheddar's
It's a wonderful
cheese, and I've really grown to like white cheddar over the years too. And of the, packaged mass market cheeses for stuff, we really like
the Sargento brand.
Sean's all, no, you need the meats. Yeah, you don't need that much. Sorry, pal. It's okay to have less meat so that you actually experience the entire sandwich. I mean, if you're just going to eat the meat, then why have the bread? That's my feeling on it anyway.
Okay, so
now it's looking pretty good here. So it's buttered and parmesaned on each side. The oven is set to the low end of medium because I'm
going to cook this
slow enough to where it melts the cheese before the outside is done. I'm going to need a spatula. Okay, so let's do this thing here. Don't need the trivet in the shot. Can. All right. So let's do this here. Okay. Sounds, oven or the stove sounds like it's okay. So now we're going to let this go for about 2 minutes, she said. So I have started the timer, and we'll see where this goes now. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everybody's got some fun weekend plans planned. I myself do not. We're not going to really do anything. It's because we don't camp. We're not campers, and most of the campgrounds are still closed as far as I'm aware anyway, at least in this area in northern Nevada. So even if we were, we wouldn't be going anywhere. So we're just going to chill out. Got so much stuff to watch on Netflix and YouTube, and it's overwhelming. When we used to have cable, we still obviously have internet, but when we used to have a cable package, we had the DVR, and I love that because I could fast forward through commercials, but it started to feel like homework. I would just see a list of shows stacked up that we had to watch that we'd recorded, and it actually started to cause anxiety. I hated it. I hated it. I hated every time I would look at the little menu on there and just see list after list, just show after show after show. I'm like, how are we ever going to get through all this? There's not enough hours in the day. So I was not unhappy to get rid of cable and get rid of the DVR. Dina says camping is Satan. Don't know if it's quite that bad, but it's not for us. That's all I'm going to say. It's definitely not for us. Our idea of camping is room service and high thread count sheets. Okay. So we've got that. I'm going to check this now. Now, Karina said, oh, good. Okay. I think that's good. There we go. Oh, nice. And it is not, it's not too brown. That's great. That looks good. I can't believe it. It looks good. Oh, I wish you guys could smell the Parmesan crust. Seriously, that Parmesan crust smells amazing. Oh my God, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I am so excited. Okay, this is going to be good. Camping is Satan. Commercials are also Satan, says Dina. On that score, I will agree with you. You know what bugs me? We have an Amazon Prime membership, right? And we have all these videos that are included with Amazon Prime. We are paying them for, amongst other things, the privilege of watching these TV shows, right? And yet I still have to sit through an ad. When we watch something on Amazon, if it's a movie, usually, there's a commercial at the beginning for one of Amazon's specials or one of their original movies or whatever. It's like, no, to heck with that. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm giving you money and you're showing me a commercial. I give streaming services money because I don't want to see ads of any kind. Man, I hate that. At least on Blu-rays, I can skip past the stupid ads.
Okay.
She also warned me
the second side
I was
is
going to cook faster. And she was right. Okay, so
that's the second side there.
it's done to me. Turning off the heat. Let's go back over to the prep area. And we'll zoom in on this and let's take a look here. And there goes my alarm. Oh, it smells so good. They really do need to work out smell-o-vision. Okay, I guess I can take my gloves off now. There we go. Sorry about that. Had to mess with the controls here. Okay, let's take a look at this baby. This looks delicious. And where are my manners? I'm savage today. Need to put this on a proper plate for serving, Kim. There we go. That's better. Okay, so here we go. Let's cut into this, shall we? Oh, can you hear the crunch? I hope you can hear the crunch of that Parmesan crust. And I'm sorry, I didn't cut it into triangles, I know. Come on, focus. The autofocus on webcams is not great. But it is cheesy. You can see the onions in there. Okay, this is good. This is good stuff. Oh, this is going to be great. I'm glad I made extra so I can make some for Karina later. Okay. Here we go. This is it. The Parmesan crusted spicy jalapeno tuna melt. Oh, okay. I might need a moment alone. Oh man. As you would expect, the Parmesan crust is amazing. That cheese melted completely, perfectly. I'm thinking I would have broken up the tuna a little bit more into more bits. So, but yeah, it's good. I can taste the jalapenos in there. I think I might add more jalapeno actually. Mm-hmm. This version is perfect for Karina, who has Crohn's disease and often can't tolerate a lot of spice. So this version will be perfect for her. I think I would add a couple more of the pickled jalapenos and yeah, maybe even a little more relish. But I can taste both, and I guess I lucked out because neither one is overshadowing the other, flavor wise. And of course, you can't say anything bad about aged white cheddar because aged white cheddar is amazing. And this sandwich is amazing. I have put a link already in the description to the original recipe. At some point this afternoon, I will put the modifications down in the description. I didn't think to do that, so I'll do that a little bit later on today for you. But that is good stuff. The lemon pepper in there is good too. I think it would not have been as flavorful if I had just used lemon juice. But yeah, the lemon paper, the lemon pepper goes a long way to enhancing the flavor there. And of course, garlic powder, it's great. Diced onion's great. Everything's great. That sourdough is great, 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 great. You must make this. Make this weekend if you have nothing better to do. Seriously, you are not going to be disappointed. This is good. This is one of the best tuna melts I've ever had. And it's not because of my cooking. It's just a darn fine recipe. And with the additions that Karina made in there, extra good. So that's it. That's it for the cooking segment. That's it for this week. I can't believe it's Friday already. So I hope you are all going to do something fun, re-energize your batteries this long weekend if you have a long weekend. And I'm tempted to say I wouldn't do a show on Monday, but I love doing this, so I probably will. So there's probably going to be a cooking show on Monday. But I have had so much fun this week. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry we didn't have a show yesterday, but could not put off going to the grocery store any longer. I had to go yesterday. I hope you're doing well. If you want, say hi in the comments. If you like this live stream, do me a favor. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Periscope, like it there. Facebook, of course, you can like my page, Open and Shut Reviews. And you can sign up to follow me there so you'll get notified when these live streams go live. And do me a favor and share it with your friends. If you thought it was fun, if you get a kick out of seeing me try things for the first time on camera in front of a live audience, and you think your friends might like it as well, that would be awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Until Monday at 9:30 Pacific time, I'm Ken McKim. You take care. And remember, be kind to yourself and to each other because it's really important. Bye, Sean. Bye, Dina. And by Nancy. Take care, everybody. I'll see you Monday.